check out Alpha's Point Defining Magazine.
What does it mean?
Magazine, check out.
What the fuck are you doing? Would you fucking do it? Slow the fucking car!
The story opens with Victor and his close friend Darcy. Darcy receives word that one of their teammates has died and tells Victor. They head to a house where many people have gathered since both of them work for a mafia organization. Their boss, Alance, shows up. When they open the refrigerator, they find the body of a group member hidden inside. Alance noticed something in the dead man's hand and opened it. Inside was a letter and several torn photos. He pieced them together and realized someone was hunting him and planning to kill the whole crew. He paused, thinking about who it could be, and only one name came to mind: Harry, his greatest enemy. Without hesitation, Alance went to Harry's house.
Have you seen?
Showed him the photo and insisted the handwriting in the letter was his. Harry firmly denied killing Alance, insisting the accusation was completely absurd. Alance kept pressing him, but he still refused to admit anything. His stubbornness enraged Alance, and Alance immediately pulled out his gun and shot Harry dead. Witnessing the execution, Harry's men grew furious and opened fire wildly. Both sides plunged into a prolonged shootout, bullets flying everywhere and bodies. Amid the chaos, a few gunmen spotted Alance and aimed their weapons at him. When the enemy was about to fire a fatal shot, Victor appeared just in time and saved Alance. Alance was grateful for having his life spared. After that, everyone went home, and Victor returned to his apartment. From his window, he saw a woman named Beatrice. Their eyes met several times, making him briefly suspect she was watching him, but he quickly brushed the thought aside. A few days later, Victor received a letter from Beatrice inviting him to dinner. Victor accepted the invitation, and they had dinner together. Throughout the meal, the two gradually became drawn to each other. When dinner ended, Victor was about to take Beatrice home, but she told him to drive to another house and stop in front of it. When the car stopped, she took out her phone and showed Victor a video of him beating a man. She said she knew exactly what he did for a living and how many people he had killed, claiming she had proof in her hands. Even so, she assured him she wouldn't report anything to the authorities. She asked Victor to do something for her, then pointed toward the man inside the house and told him to kill him. Victor hesitated, and Beatrice explained that she had once been beautiful but was disfigured in an accident caused by that very man. She wanted him to pay and threatened to send the incriminating video to the police if Victor refused. Despite her threats, Victor still said no. The two argued fiercely, and Victor walked away and went back to his apartment. When he returned home, Victor listened again to the recordings of his late wife and daughter. He believed Alance was the one who killed them, so he infiltrated Alance's organization to get revenge. From that point on, every member of Alance's crew who ended up dead was one of Victor's victims. Darcy tried to figure out who had killed his entire crew, Harry or someone else. He worked to piece together every clue to uncover the truth. Meanwhile, Victor was holding an Albanian crime boss captive in a secret location. The man who was kidnapped is Ilar's older brother, a powerful mafia leader in the city. Victor abducted him to make Ilar misunderstand and believe Alance was behind it. That way, Ilar would hunt down Alance and the two would destroy each other. The hostage was also connected to the death of Victor's wife and daughter, which is why Victor created this plan. In another scene, Alance meets the gangster Lon Gordon. Gordon believes Alance has made a serious mistake, but Alance stubbornly stands by what he did. The next scene cuts to Victor, who is standing on a rooftop with a gun aimed at Alance. Just as he's about to pull the trigger, his phone suddenly rings. Darcy was the one who called, saying that Harry wasn't the one who killed the soldiers. The culprit was someone else, still out there and capable of striking at any moment. Darcy then informed the whole group, helping them understand the situation. Everyone turned to Alance when Gordon handed him a piece of paper revealing that Harry hadn't killed his friend. Right then, one of Alance's men rushed in and reported that Darcy had confirmed it. The real killer was still free and could be anywhere. The calf suddenly became dangerous, forcing them to leave immediately. Alance takes the advice and leaves. Victor spots him, takes a shot, but misses. The gunshot alerts Alance's group and Darcy, revealing the shooter's position. They immediately storm the building. Realizing he's been exposed, Victor escapes across the rooftop. As Alance's takes down anyone in his way, dropping them one by one. In the end, he leaps off the building and disappears into the crowd on the street. A car carrying 2 people stopped right in front of Victor. He quickly jumped in and Darcy, recognizing the vehicle, immediately gave chase. After they had driven a short distance, Victor told Beatrice to stop, then leaned in and kissed her. At that moment, Darcy arrived and fired at the car. When Victor shifted out of the way, Darcy thought he had targeted the wrong vehicle. He pulled Victor out and recounted everything that had happened. Victor then pretended to know nothing and continued on with the group. After settling everything, Victor returned to Beatrice's apartment and explained why he'd gotten tangled up with the Mafia. He revealed that he was from Hungary, where he had once lived a quiet life with his wife and daughter in a small apartment. When Alance was ordered to clear out that neighborhood and the residents refused to leave, he attacked and opened fire on everyone. Victor's wife and daughter were killed in the massacre. After that, he came back to the United States to take revenge. The story left Beatrice deeply moved, and Victor soon left. He replayed the recordings and videos of his wife and child and broke down in tears. His apartment was filled with photos of the people he planned to eliminate. Victor was determined to kill all of them to finish his revenge. First, he prepared to meet Ilar's brother, whom he was holding captive. He set up a camera and started recording, instructing the man on what to say. Ilar's brother confessed on video that Alance had kidnapped and imprisoned him, then begged to be saved. When he finished, Victor removed the blindfold so the man could see him. Right after that, Victor scattered caltrops across the floor, making the man writhe in pain. Then pulled out his gun and shot him dead. Afterward, Victor met Beatrice and handed her an envelope containing a memory card with the entire recording. Victor planned for Beatrice to send the footage directly to Ilar, intending to make Ilar kill Alance and spark a war between the 2 criminal factions. He meant to use the bloodshed to wipe everyone out. Beatrice agreed to help because she had fallen in love with Victor. At that moment, Victor's phone rang. Darcy confirmed that the killer wasn't American but Hungarian. In the past, Alance had killed many people, including his daughter. Darcy revealed Victor's true identity, but Alance still didn't realize it was Victor. Victor, a Hungarian man, changed his name and came to the United States. Darcy believes he can track him down quickly because 2 months earlier Victor had faked his own death. While everyone else thinks he's dead, Darcy is certain he's still alive. To confirm it, Alance calls Ilar, who was also present at the scene. Alance and Ilar are both connected to the man's death. Even though Ilar claims he's the one who did it, Alance and I doubt his statement. After hearing the new information, Victor realizes he has to finish his mission quickly before the crew discovers who he really is. Victor went to find Beatrice, put her in the car, and pointed out the man who had disfigured her face. He decided he would deal with it that very day, but the sight terrified Beatrice. Victor stated coldly that he didn't have feelings for anyone and could kill the man on the spot. After saying that, he stepped out of the car for a moment, then returned to Beatrice and handed her proof that the man had been killed. Beatrice was stunned by the news. Victor told her that he had fulfilled his part of their agreement, emphasizing that the two of them had helped each other. From that day on, Victor decided to break up and leave. He knew the Mafia could find him and kill him at any moment, so he didn't want to drag Beatrice into danger. Darcy called Victor to the hideout to talk, but Victor lied and said his car had broken down. He gave up his current location and asked to be picked up. Victor's plan was to wipe everyone out that night. When his daughter's death anniversary came, he intended to kill them all. He went to the hideout and waited for Ilya, assuming Ilar would show up at any moment to witness everyone's death. A long time passed without anyone showing up. Victor grew suspicious and contacted Beatrice, but she hadn't delivered the package yet because she wanted to protect him from the Mafia. Victor's anger and pain only intensified. Later, Darcy went to Victor's apartment, found him absent, and searched the entire place. Upon discovering photos of all the crew members, Darcy realized that the real killer was Victor. Darcy checked Victor's computer and saw a photo of him with his wife and children. This made Darcy certain that Victor was killing men to avenge his family. At the same time, Beatrice realized that Victor hadn't killed the man who had disfigured her face, recognizing that he still had some humanity left. Beatrice went to Victor's apartment, believing he was there. When she opened the door, she encountered Darcy standing in front of her and sensed that something was wrong. She tried to run, but Darcy grabbed her and answered the phone, where Victor was calling. Darcy said that he already knew who the real killer was. Victor explained that he held no grudges and had no intention of killing him, while affirming his loyalty to Alance, the person he worked for, and forced Darcy to go meet Alance. Otherwise, he would kill the young woman. After the threat, Beatrice was led out of the apartment. Seeing no other choice, Victor drove to Alance's hideout.
What happened to yours?
Boss, don't go anywhere.
You coming for me?
No, I'm coming for her.
No, she won't be here when you get here.
Smashed through a wall, burst in, and immediately opened fire on everyone. The thugs fired back at once. Victor prepared for the battle and knew how to handle his enemies. He systematically took out most of them. And then face Darcy. Although he had the chance to kill Darcy, he chose to lower his weapon and move forward to rescue Beatrice. We found Alance and Ilar hiding with Beatrice in a room to ensure their safety. Beatrice witnessed the entire scene and discovered a laptop. She removed the memory card and played the video, which recorded Victor capturing and filming Ilar's brother. Ilar saw his brother being captured and realized that Alance was the one holding him. Enraged, Ilar aimed his gun at Alance, but Alance reacted, insisting he wasn't involved. Ilar ignored him and remained furious. The two men exchanged gunfire, and both were killed. Victor entered, saw their bodies, and took Beatrice with him. As they were about to leave the building, Darcy blocked their way. Upon realizing that Victor did not see him as an enemy and was acting for his family, Darcy lowered his weapon. Victor departed with Beatrice, bringing the story to a close.